is good, guys? Today I'm bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. We're pumping them out like rabbit babies. I got a battle against my man StylesX2. Check him out after the battle. I had this battle on my live stream. I'm actually going to be live streaming again today being October 19th, so come check that out. I'm going to upload a video when I start, but come check that out later if you have the time. Anyways, let's get into the battle. He's using a bunch of threats. Garchomp, Gyarados, I'm not really so sure about Venusaur. Nidoking's always been a threat. Aggron's not so much, but Tyranitar we all know is a threat. I'm using the same team that I used yesterday because, like I said, I don't have the time to pump out so many teams and use them so quickly. I'm working on new teams all the time though, so you guys are going to see some new teams in the future. I'm actually working on a very good team right now. Anyways, he's going to lead up with a shiny Tyranitar. Once again, this being a new generation where Pokesav and Pokegen are non-existent at this moment in time. Seeing a shiny Pokemon is actually quite rewarding and quite cool because they're so rare. I mean, they're not as rare as they usually were back in the other generations, but it's still cool. Anyways, I'm going to lead up with my Noivern. Noivern cannot touch Tyranitar because I don't have a Focus Blast on it. I have Flamethrower over Focus Blast, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the U-turn, go out to my own Tyranitar. He's going to go for the Rock Slide, and it actually does a lot of damage. I'm not sure if that's because I have a bad Defense IV or maybe a bad HP IV. I'm not really sure there, but I had to get out of there, and I went out to my Tyranitar, and the Rock Slide did a lot more than I thought. Now he's going to scare the hell out of me and go for the Power-Up Punch. Somehow I live it, and I'm able to get my rocks up. I really thought I was going to die there because it's a fighting move. And he's actually faster than me. I don't really know what's going on here. I thought I EV'd in speed, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So I'm just going to stay in, let him kill me, because there's really no point in switching out and letting him, damage something else. I mean, I got my rocks up. That's all I really needed to get out of this Tyranitar. So I'm going to go ahead and let him die, and I'm going to send out my Guaca. And he has a Gyarados, so I was actually expecting him to switch out to it now, which is why I'm going to double switch and go out to my Gengar because I have a Thunderbolt on this thing. So I really expected him to go out to his Gyarados here, but he actually goes out to his Garchomp. I'm not really sure why. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to 2-hit Nah. Garchomp's a very bulky Pokemon. I would have been able to do a lot of damage to that thing regardless though. No matter what, I would have been able to do at least 40% to that Garchomp with an Earthquake. But maybe he predicted my prediction and just went out to his Garchomp. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I'm kind of in a sticky situation here, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack with my strongest move. But he actually Mega Evolved into his Mega Garchomp. And Mega Garchomp is a lot bulkier than normal Garchomp. So the Shadow Ball is only going to do half. And I say only going to do half because Mega Gengar has base 170 special attack. So the fact that Shadow Ball only did half just proves how bulky Mega Garchomp is. He's going to go ahead and take me out with a Crunch. Completely destroys my life. So I'm actually down 6-4 right now. So I'm actually going to go out to my Noivern. I'm going to go for the Hurricane, I believe. And he sent out his Aggron. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting I was expecting him to stay in, to be honest. But either way, he sent out his Aggron, but it's not really a problem because you guys are going to see, even though he resists it 4 times, he takes like 35% from the Hurricane, which is an incredible amount for a Pokemon that resists a move 4 times. Not only that, but Noivern's not really a strong Pokemon at all. Not at all. It's it's pretty weak. It's very fast, but it's not very strong at all. But either way, I'm going to go out to my Excadrill, expecting him to go for a rock move, but he actually goes for the Automize. So because he went for the Automize, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to try and take on my Excadrill, so I'm going to go right back out to my Noivern and avoid the Earthquake. And because I saw how much the Hurricane did to the Aggron, I was fairly certain that a Draco Meteor would take it out from where it was, and I was correct. Because if a 4 times resisted move does 35%, then a 2 times resisted move that's even stronger than the 4 times resisted move is definitely going to take out the Aggron. That's just pure logic right there. So anyways, he's going to go out to his Tyranitar. I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting me to outspeed his Aggron though. That's a given. He stayed in because he didn't expect me to outspeed his Aggron. But anyways, he's going to go out to his Tyranitar. I'm going to switch out because I cannot touch this thing with the -2 special attack. Even if I didn't have -2 special attack, I still wouldn't be able to touch it. So I'm going to go out to my Red Steel. Now, I didn't go out to my Excadrill here because I knew he would go for the Earthquake or maybe even the Power-Up Punch because it's a fairly easy prediction that I'm going to switch out to something that can take a rock move. So I'm going to go out to my Scizor, and I'm going to go straight for the U-turn as he sends out his Nidoking. And I do get the critical hit here, but you guys are going to see it ends up not mattering whatsoever because he is indeed going to switch out after I bring out my Excadrill here. And here I really had a good opportunity to double switch again, but I just decided to go straight for the Earthquake after bringing out my Excadrill because I wasn't really sure what he wanted to do since he didn't go out to his Gyarados last time. So I thought I'd play it safe and go for the Earthquake instead of switching out. but he actually brings in the Gyarados this time as I go for the Earthquake. And I do have Rock Slide on this thing, but he has Intimidate, so it's not really a good look for me anymore to go for the Rock Slide. So I'm actually going to end up switching out. I was going to double switch to my Noivern again, but it just wasn't in the cards for me. It was an unnecessary risk, to be honest. But anyways, I'm going to go out to my Noivern now as he goes for the Dragon Dance, and Dragon Dance looks amazing. What is that? Kaioken times 6,000, that's what it is. And here, I was thinking about going for the Draco Meteor, but here I can see that he actually gets hit by the Sandstorm first. The faster Pokemon always gets hit by the Sandstorm first. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm actually going to switch out because I don't want to get hit by an Ice Fang or a Stone Edge or anything. So I'm going to go out to my Red Steel just to go ahead and get some damage on him with the Bullet Punch before he takes me out. Luckily for me, he does indeed go for the Ice Fang. Stone Edge might have killed me there, so it's actually pretty good that he did not go for the Stone Edge. He went for the Ice Fang, and it was a good thing that I actually paid attention and saw the Sandstorm hit him first. But either way, I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch. It does like 30%. I was confused. I was really confused. But anyways, he's going to go for the Waterfall, take me out. Luckily, because I got the Bullet Punch in, I'm going to be able to go out to my Bankai! And I'm going to be able to hit him with a Shadow Sneak. And because this Pokemon is so strong, the Shadow Sneak is easily going to take him out from like, what is that, 35? I don't know how much that was, but it took him out and it wasn't a critical hit. So that's pretty amazing. This thing has base 150 attack. And I luckily got a perfect attack IV on this thing. So here I made a huge mistake. I made a good play here by going for the stance change, King's Shield. So, you know, to kind of, I went for the King's Shield to pretty much scout out what move he was going to use, 1, and 2, to make him think that I was going to switch out to a different Pokemon because I saw him use Earthquake. But here I made a dumb play. I went for the Shadow Sneak, even though I knew he was not going to use Earthquake again. What I could have done and what I should have done was stay in Shield form, take the Crunch, use Swords Dance, and then use Shadow Sneak next turn, or use Sword. No, not. I didn't even have to use Swords Dance. I could have used Sacred Sword instead of going for the Shadow Sneak. Either way, Swords Dance and Sacred Sword are much better options than going for Shadow Sneak right there. But anyways, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go out to my Noivern after he takes out my Aegislash, and I'm gonna go for the Hurricane. Surprised he didn't switch out there, but then again, he doesn't really have many options to take a Draco Meteor, so it's not like he knew what move I was gonna go for. So I ended up going for the Hurricane. Here, he makes a mistake that actually cost him the match. I'm actually locked into Hurricane because my Noivern is Choice Specs, but either way, my Noivern's not going to have enough power to damage this Tyranitar. So he actually goes for Rock Slide. I had to switch out there because, like I said, I'm not going to be able to do much to this Tyranitar. But he goes for the Rock Slide when he definitely either should have double switched to his Venusaur or something like that, or gone for the Earthquake or the Power Up Punch, because there was no way I was going to stay in there against this Tyranitar. I'm not really sure if he knew what moves I got, but he really had no reason to go for Rock Slide. That should have been the last move he was going to go for. But either way, his mistake is going to cost him the entire match because now my Guaca is going to sweep his whole team. He makes another mistake here, actually. I go for the Earthquake. It doesn't kill the Venusaur. I'm actually ahead of the battle. I go for the Earthquake. It doesn't kill the Venusaur, but actually at this point I was going to win regardless because he needed his Tyranitar to win. But yeah, like I was saying, I go for the Earthquake. He goes for the Growth. He really had no reason to go for Growth. He has no reason to even have Growth on his Venusaur, to be honest. So yeah, he actually ends up getting swept by my Excadrill because I'm going to take out his Venusaur with another Earthquake, and then his Nidoking is going to be slower than me because the sand is up and I have Sand Rush, so I'm actually going to end up taking out his Nidoking from where it was too, which is why the critical hit earlier on it with the U-turn doesn't matter. But after this Earthquake right here, that is indeed going to be the game. We both made many mistakes, but this is still a learning experience. This is still, you know, brand new, fresh. We got to get used to everything. We got to work to get better, guys. We got to work together. This is the whole point of Pokemon. We got to work together. I'm kidding. Anyways, that was a good battle. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'm going to be live streaming today, which is the 19th. I'm saying the date in case people watch this, you know, tomorrow or the day after. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another battle and, you know, some more X and Y and, yeah, all that good stuff. All right, thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm out of here.